In this video, I'm going to reveal the best double game week to activate your triple captain chip, depending on your team. If you want to hear me discuss chip strategy in more depth, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my team selection video. The option this game week is Salah against Bournemouth away and Everton away. There might be a better opportunity for Salah in game week 33 against Leicester away, which is an easier fixture than both of them, and then Villa away, which is a similar quality from an attacking perspective. And another option in the same double game week could be Palmer against Fulham away and Everton at home. They're a similar quality from an attacking perspective to this game week, but at least he'd have the home advantage. There will be other opportunities in game week 33 and some in game week 36 which are quite difficult to project right now, but the purpose of this is just to benchmark Salah this game week. There might even be opportunities for Isak and Haaland as well. When we compare the non-penalty stats per 90 minutes for this season, we could see that we'd rather go for Salah over Palmer. That's if we exclude the potential fixtures. He's technically even further ahead in the double game week because players can play up to 180 minutes. He'd be 1.2 ahead on the expected return points and 3.4 ahead on the return points. Considering Isak and Haaland for reference, Isak's got similar quality numbers to Palmer and Haaland's even further behind Salah than Palmer is. And whilst it's likely that Liverpool will get a double game week in future, probably with a better fixture combination, that's not guaranteed. This could be the only opportunity to triple captain Salah in a double game week this season. Set pieces won't be the deciding factor, but it is important to remember that Salah doesn't take any free kicks or corners, and Palmer's a set piece specialist at Chelsea, takes direct free kicks, indirect free kicks and corners. If we did go down the route of Haaland and Isak, they've got the potential for direct free kicks as well. Salah and Palmer are both nailed on pens. The same applies to Haaland as well, but when it comes to game week 33 and game week 36, Wilson will probably be playing for Newcastle. Whilst he probably won't play the full match, he will probably get subbed on, and if there's a penalty awarded whilst Wilson's on the pitch, you can guarantee he's going to take it. Moving on to the probability section, these odds are based on the assumption that each player plays 180 minutes, and we'll take a look at the expected minutes later on in the video. If Salah was to get another double in future, and it would be slightly better fixtures, it is a given that he'd have slightly better odds, but the anytime goal scorer odds and the anytime return odds aren't that much higher. Palmer's potential double of Fulham away and Everton at home would give him the exact same anytime return odds as Salah this game week, but Salah's odds would technically be better because these are weighted more towards goals, and of course you get more points for a goal than you do for an assist. It's just the FPL review points projections this game week. It was the only data model that allowed me to project far ahead enough to game week 33. I have adjusted the expected minutes manually to 180 minutes for each player, and I will explain why shortly when you take a look at the expected minutes, but if you look at it, Salah this game week has actually got the lowest points projection, and that is only a fraction behind Palmer in game week 33 if that was to happen, but if Salah does get a double in game week 33, he'll almost certainly have higher expected value. It is that Leicester fixture that's already pencilled in game week 33 that's making Salah so appealing that game week. Their defensive numbers are a lot worse than the other 5 opponents on the shortlist. Well, technically 4 because Everton's on there twice. The Foxes are the 3rd worst in the whole league for expected goals conceded and goals conceded, whilst the 4 other teams are in the top half for those defensive numbers. Just like the points projections and the odds, Palmer in game week 33 would be a very similar quality to Salah this game week when it comes to the opponents. To be fair, when we're comparing those two, we're technically comparing Bournemouth and Fulham because Everton's included in both sets of numbers. Remember when I said earlier that I manually adjusted the expected minutes on the points projections to 180? You can see why now on the screen. These numbers are lower in future because a player might possibly get injured or suspended between now and then. I'm sure when we come up to game week 33, if either of these players have a double game week, they'll have roughly 180 expected minutes. If you think of it this way, there is actually a chance that Liverpool could get another double game week without Salah being available for both matches, and that's the same for any other player that you can think of as well. Now it's time to conclude. I really like the fact that this is a guaranteed double game week for Salah. There is likely to be another one though, and it probably will have better fixtures, but that's not guaranteed. And if we don't get that, we will probably still get one of Palmer, Isak or Haaland with at least as good fixtures as what Salah has this game week, or better. As we've seen by Salah's game week 33 example, he could possibly get better as well. He could even have Spurs and Leicester in the double game week of 33, which is even better than Leicester and Villa. Considering the triple captain chip in isolation, my prediction is that there's probably going to be a better opportunity. I'm almost certain there's going to be a better opportunity with the bench boost and assistant manager chip, and we've only got 3 double game weeks to play those 3 chips in. You could argue that this is the best double game week to play the triple captain chip overall, because there is more upside with the bench boost and assistant manager in the bigger doubles. If we use bench boost as an example, just look at how bad your bench is this game week compared to a big double game week. You're not going to get anywhere near 8 fixtures, you're going to get 4, and don't listen to anyone that says they'll bench a double game week player, because that would be suboptimal, plus you've not set up for it with a wildcard. As for the assistant manager, I can understand it more, but personally I want to chase the upside of the table bonus. You can't get that with Slot. He's got a high floor but a low ceiling, and I don't think it's worth it with Moyes, because you're not going to get that table bonus with Leicester, and you do get it with Liverpool, but that's just far too difficult. I'd rather a team that's roughly 5 places ahead, a little bit more maybe, than facing the best team in the whole league. Don't get me wrong, we've literally just got the assistant manager chip, it's a shiny new toy. I'd love to activate it this game week on one of the double game week teams, but we're going to get roughly 10 more opportunities. My advice for those FPL managers that have already used the bench boost, I'd wait for a better opportunity, and when those fixtures are revealed, I'll tell you what the best opportunity is, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. If you've got all 3 chips at your disposal, then you're in the same boat as me. We need to consider that the bench boost is more optimal in a bigger double game week, straight after a wild card, and the assistant manager chip is more powerful than the triple captain, and we'll have more choice in a bigger double game week. So whilst there might be a better triple captain opportunity in future, from a chip strategy perspective, this is the best game week to use the triple captain chip if you're in our position, so I'm going to triple captain Salah this game week. I will be discussing the chip strategy in more depth in my team selection video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. In fact, if you found this video informative, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos like this.